Hi, this is Bill Wood with Discipline Trading Decisions. Time for the weekend update for the crude oil futures market. But first, trading futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Okay, we're looking at the crude oil futures market. This is the monthly chart. You can see this trend line here that you may not be able to see that very well, but we're actually above this trend line. Let's step it down to the weekly. On the weekly, I drew in this Andrews pitchfork. It has been respecting it. Now it's on top and kind of resting, balancing on top of that pitchfork. On the daily, let's see if I can make you see this better. Maybe a 4-hour chart would be better. On the 4-hour chart, I wrote in wave 1, wave 2, and then this would be wave 3, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave 3. And now we appear to be in a consolidation or correction pattern. Now, originally I thought this was going to be a ABC pattern, and traded it as such, but at that point it probably should have just broken the high. So we may have something different going on here. Let me draw in some lines. Okay, I'm going to draw an Andrews pitchfork up here, connect it to here and down to here, and you can see that so far it respected that area. We could have some type of contracting triangle going on here, and this is all based upon your interpretation. Would this be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5, and then it takes off? I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure about any of my wave counts, so I do know beyond a shadow of doubt that we are in some type of corrective pattern, that we are in balance. So that's all I really need to know right now. I'm going to draw in this trend line right here, or this, let's say this channel. So what do you say about that? Okay, so draw that in right here. If this was a 1 and a 2 and a 3, I sound like the German guy, right? Lawrence Welk. If this was 1, 2, 3, I may be looking up in this area for a reversal. Not really sure. Want to see how it acts. Do we get acceptance? Do we get rejection up here? On a smaller time frame, let's say a 1-hour chart. Let's take a look at that. So 1-hour chart, you can see here, this is where it broke out from. So oftentimes it'll test this breakout area and it will pause, it will reverse briefly, it may reverse for a long time. In fact, let me just show you what I mean here. Here's that weekly chart again. This is where it broke out from on the weekly chart, and it came up. I don't know if you can see that bar right there, tested that area, and now we've paused. And so back down again to the 1 hour. Something similar could happen here. So we could run into this area where it broke out, have the downtrend line. That's a long way to say this is one of my decision points. This is where I'm going to be looking to make a decision. I want to see if we have rejection up here or if we have acceptance. On the market profile, you can see we're in balance. Let me just show you this real quick. All right, this is pretty much the same chart. You can see this area right here is where most of the trading happened. So if we get above, 5780, 5790, we're going to be getting above this fair value area. And also coincides with this spike or rejection area. You get above, 57.90, get into the 58 and up to the 58.40, you're eating in to that rejection area. And if you start eating into that rejection area, it's no longer rejection, it's acceptance. So that's what we want to see. That's one of the things I'm going to be watching for. Does it reject up here? Does it get acceptance up here? Right now, if we open right now 57.62, we would be gapping open. So scenario 1 is you gap and you just continue to go higher. Scenario 2 is you gap, you go higher, you get rejected and come back down into balance. Scenario 3 is you come down into balance, and then you have two scenarios. Does it get acceptance down in here, or does it get rejected out of there? So that's pretty much my game plan for this morning. I hope that helps. Remember, don't trade according to my game plan. You need to believe in your own analysis in order for you to stay confident in your trades. So remember to stay motivated, stay focused, and stay disciplined, my friend.